The Assembly of the Cuban Resistance offering thanks to Costa Rica for deciding to cut ties with the Cuban government. It is the second country to do so after Ecuador's president expelled Cuba's ambassador. Some Cuban exiles living in South Florida believe this brings the communist island one step closer to freedom.
I think in Cuba people want freedom, they want liberation. I think there's a consensus in the region to help the Cuban people be truly free. The government of Costa Rica has said freedom is not negotiable. The Cuban people deserve their freedom.
As you see people there in the dark. Meanwhile, a group of demonstrators gathered at Tropical Park calling for change in Cuba. CBS News, Miami's Anna McAllister joins us from Tropical Park tonight. And Anna, earlier you spoke to Miami Archbishop Wenski about this crisis in Cuba.
That's right, Jim, and this demonstration just ended about 30 minutes ago, but the whole street behind me was filled with demonstrators. They say it's been decades and decades of oppression in Cuba, and they are calling for a total regime change. I want to take you to video now to show you what that protest looked like just about an hour ago. This demonstration happens as the civil and humanitarian crisis continues to escalate in Cuba, and earlier this week, Cuban leaders said that they're willing to let Cuban exiles around the world invest in businesses and property on the island. But the people here told us that they cannot do business in Cuba without freedom. We also spoke to Miami Archbishop Wenski, who said the Cuban people need to unite as one.
The only thing that will give the Cuban people freedom and rights, it's a change of regime, a true democratic change. The problem cannot be part of the solution.
Cuba needs a coming together to remember that they all are the same people, no matter what side of the Florida Straits they are, and that Cuba, in that sense, should be the home of all Cubans.
Archbishop Wenski also said that about a week ago, 3 loaded planes went to Cuba to drop off aid. That was by the archdiocese here in Miami. But for now, reporting live from Westchester, Anna McAllister, CBS News, Miami.
Anna, thank you. And stay with CBS News Miami for every development on the story. For the very latest, check out the Cuba in Crisis section on the front page of CBSMiami.com.